Good afternoon, YouTube family. Good to see you. Welcome back. Let's get today's message. So, I have something in specific for someone. The topic today is actually recalling your feminine power back after a breakup. Now, who does not know about that, right? But please don't leave it to when we say calling your feminine power back, man or woman, both sex have femininity. There's some femininity in men as also there's femininity in women. So this can hit man or woman, but the topic actually came to me with femininity. I have someone that was going through something, and this is a conversation that we were having. It just laid on my heart, and I'm thinking maybe this is something that the collective and I can go through, and maybe someone else can get some healing from it as well, because we've all been through it. We've all had a breakup. It could have been a nasty, traumatic breakup that has just changed us, depleted us, just a lot of things that doesn't make you who you were, or you won't be who you were. You've changed. The version of you that existed before the heartbreak is dead. But the sovereign queen is waiting to be resurrected from the ashes. Come through, Lady Phoenix. You are at a crossroads. Remain a victim to raw grief, or transmute that pain into magnetic power that commands the universe. The extraction begins now. So let's get it, collective. I already said the prayer. We're all set to go. We just need to get right on into it. Just want to clean my hands really fast. That's something I didn't do. I was proactive about everything else, but not preparing myself to pull those cards when we need them. Okay, so we talked about the topic that we're looking at. And within breakups, grief. Grief is in this. You're mourning the death of a relationship, be it good or bad, okay? But more than likely, there is some type of pain associated with it, good or bad. And when we are in grief, depression, it actually lowers our vibration. In return, we can attract lower vibrational people. We may be in a thought pattern that is low vibrational, and that is basically because, again, you've been traumatized. It's heartbreak. Grief is one of the most densest emotional energies that we experience, but it's also one of the most catalytic when consciously directed. Instead of collapsing under its weight, we learn to metabolize it. The ache becomes a pressure system, okay, that pushes you upward rather than inward. Stop treating grief as a wound and start treating it as a forge, a place where identity, purpose, and creative drive are reforged at a higher temperature. All right, so pain becomes power. We got to turn that pain into power. Dry those tears, and it's time to fight, right? We're fighting on to another day. We're getting past that heartbreak, and we all know, just like with grief, it's stages. Okay, you don't come right out the bat and, within a certain amount of time, a short amount of time, oh, now I'm healed. True love, a real relationship, even if it's you that put in that work, maybe not the person, maybe you both did. Sometimes breakups aren't always, sometimes they're mutual. Sometimes two people are intelligent enough to know that, listen, this is not working for either one of us. And maybe it's time to walk away. Now, that sounds very mature, and that sounds like something that if we all could do, we wouldn't be in pain, and more than likely there would be no heartbreak, right? So we're in this pain, it's grief, it's a breakup. We need to figure out how to move in a breakup. Um, the number one thing is you want to stay active, okay? Start creating, journaling, building, training, designing. Some people love to clean. They get loose in their house, and the next thing you know, it's so clean enough that you can eat off the floors. But you've got to send that energy somewhere. It just can't sit with you stagnant, because it's going to turn into scattered energy, and that's not, it's not a good thing for you. It needs to be focused. It needs to be aimed somewhere. So some type of hobby, some type of task that keeps your mind going, your hands going, it could be beneficial. By the end of this reading, I want the collective and also myself, I'm going to walk with you. We're going to walk in restored power as man, woman, who is no longer defined by what he or she lost or what he or she had, but how blessed he or she is. We all need support when handling grief, breakups, loss. God is always there for you, and he's always on your side. If it gets too heavy for you, divine, feminine, take it to God in prayer. He'll answer. He always does. Okay, so look, enough of me talking, and we're talking this out. Let's actually pull some cards and find out a little bit about this breakup, right? So we're going to start off. Let's see the journey of your soul. You're in a little bit of pain. Whoever this is in the collective, you're in a little bit of pain. So that stands to say that we really do want to check in and see how your spirit, how your soul is doing. First card out I got is denial. Anytime you're in a breakup, it could be denial. You don't want to believe that it's over. Okay. Second card was friendship. So the hardest thing in a breakup, I think, is losing a friend, especially if it was a good relationship. There's some friendship involved, and you may have lost a friend. So I can understand that. I understand that a friend is my life for a reason. It's in my life for a reason. And let me say this. They could be in your life for a reason. They could be there for a season. But that does not mean that they're going to always be there, or they're going on this journey with you. This is something that you are going to have to take this ride on your own. This is self-improvement, self-healing, self-love, self-care. And we're going to get into those things too, because you're going to need that. Okay. Third out is honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. You can play with everybody else, and you can play in anyone else's space, but don't play in your own. Always be honest with yourself. That's how you can keep those emotions, I don't want to say in check, but your self-awareness. You're aware of how your emotions are because you're honest with yourself. Another thing you could do is just surrender. Surrender. There's nothing that you could do in a time like this. Nothing. Surrender, lock in, and you're going to go through it. And if you've got very good people around you, friends, family, not that person that you went through that breakup with, because I don't believe when you initially break up and actually break up, period, I don't care how much time is on it, sometimes you and that person can't be friends right off the bat. You need somebody that you trust infinitely, that's going to guide you the right place and give you the information that's needed, right? Purpose. I know what I am here to do, and you may not actually have an idea right now of what you are here to do because of the pain that you're in. Okay, that breakup, you're in grief. All right, so you may not know what that purpose is, but if you go back to, or if we go back when I was talking about creating or having a hobby or doing something that keeps your mind, your hands, keeps you busy, but keeps you creating. Not necessarily, you have to think to create, but you don't have to overthink. So again, purpose. The purpose is for you to create, to keep yourself in a constant state of learning, communicating, anything that helps to make you healthier in a time like this. Knowledge and learning that helps your mind, keeping it active, and you also learning a few things. Talk, communicate. You know, we love to talk, especially in a breakup. Some people, they withdraw and they go within and they shut down, but a lot of people want to talk this out. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you are going through this and you have withdrawn, I have kind of a feeling that somebody out here is in isolation. In isolation, you're not even picking up that phone like you normally would. You're in your head. You're operating from a place of fear because this is unknown. It's all going to be scary. It's all going to be feelings that don't feel that great, but you will get through it. Last and final card was envy. Okay. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay. That's true. We are the same like everybody with different challenges. But that envy, that stands out to me. What is that envy? What's that about, right? Because I don't think it's you that is envying collective. Maybe it's your person. Maybe they've got a little bit of envy that you're moving on. You don't have that to do. You're moving on. Okay, so we're going to grab a little bit of tarot, and see what we can come up with. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, right. King of Cups, water. Got some Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, respect, faith, consideration, support, a good listener. So maybe you've got a friend out there that is a King of Cups. I hope so, because they are good listeners and they are nurturers. Cups. They're emotionally in tune. They will cry with you. Okay. So the card that fell on the floor is the Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords. And that's basically, it's over. It's a done deal. Making a break, end of a relationship, and that is what we're talking about, an end to a relationship, right? Okay, so let's see what else we can get. All right. Oh, I had a few that fell on the floor here, but too many for us to actually take a look at, okay? As I pick these up off the floor, I always use 2 decks just to confirm it. Want to get it through to you loud and clear. This was face up on the floor. And if you remember, the card before it was what? Ten of Swords, right? So we got that Ten of Swords right after that King of Cups. And I pointed out a couple of things. They're a good listener. They're in touch with their emotions. They're kind, generous. And let's get a little bit more. Let's just get a little bit more, and then we can see where we're going with this, right? Whoa. Ace of Pentacles. We got a little bit of earth there. That's Virgo. Let me say this. Ace of Pentacles, that to me, when you look at it, it's a hand that has a seed, something new that you can plant and it can grow. That's a new opportunity for you. Okay. And look, after all this pain, Two of Pentacles, again, that is Earth. Okay, so that King of Cups, I don't think that's a friend. I think that is the person that you were in that relationship with, okay? That's what I think. Now, with this, they're good qualities, and I did go through what their qualities, their great qualities are. But another thing that could actually blow things up in a relationship with the King of Cups, they're very secretive. Hold it close to the vest. And when you keep secrets in a relationship, marriage, partnership, bad deal. It breaks trust and it makes it harder for that person to trust you and you to trust them. It's just bad energy. So look, that King of Cups, that's the person that you were in love with. And that's what I'm going to say, that you were in love with them, and I could see why. A King of Cups will make you fall in love with them. They will woo you, okay? But again, when it came out, double down on it. Now, like I said, one of these fell on the floor upright when all those cards popped out on me over there. But this flipped out on me. This is just a confirmation, that second Ten of Swords, that it's a done deal. That's over. You can go ahead and walk away from that King of Cups because there's a new opportunity for you. We talked about tasks. You doing some hobby-like things, journaling, reading, creating something. So look, get busy. You're going to be busy. You're going to be juggling a few things to keep your mind occupied along with your time. You got this handled. By these steps that you're taking, you're calling back your feminine power. You're doing it. You just don't know it. That's why that second Ten of Swords, how it came out on the floor like that. We know you know it's over because you were in the relationship. But again, maybe in your mind, you needed that confirmation. It's over. So look, let me give it to you guys. It's over. Don't go back. Don't backpedal. Keep going forward. Look, we never know where life can take things. Things could change. Maybe by you two separating, you realize that there's some things that you need to do for yourselves. And maybe somewhere down the line, you may come back together. But right now, please, one of the cards that came out was denial. When we were checking your soul, the energy of your soul, one of them was denial. And look, when that second card came out, that is a confirmation. No more denial. No more denial. Okay. You've got the Devil in reverse. So to me, that's you facing some fears. You releasing any toxicity, negative energy. Look at how this is all playing out. You're releasing things. Devil in reverse. We don't like the Devil in reverse, right? And two cards popped out for me. I should have said that for you. Okay. And that Devil, that's Capricorn energy. The Fool. The very, very, very first card in the major arcana. The Fool. New beginning. New beginning. A new journey. Look at that. We got that Ace of Pentacles. And here's your new journey. This is going so well, collective. I love this for you. I do. I hate why we had to go through it, but I love how it's coming through. Stick with me. I'll make you famous. So let's see what else we can get. Come on, Spirit. Let's help them out. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Got some earth energy. With this, early stages of an achievement. Don't you like that? All right. Bonuses. Job-related status, a change in how you make money, going to make you some money, professional development, competitiveness, attention to detail. So look, we're talking about you getting hobbies. You could be doing something that's making you a little extra money. It could be something dealing with the career that you do or something new. But just look at that. the early stages to an achievement. And it could be other people that you are coupling with. Like, you could get some help on this. If you have help, great. It makes it more successful. But if it's only you, I love it for you. All right. So this is all, it is just going so well, and I like this. I really kind of thought, because of the title and the energy surrounding it, that it was going to kind of be a little down, but I like the energy and I like where it's going. Okay. All right, spin. Woo! Woo! 8 of Wands. Something coming in fast and furious, right? You goddamn right. Look at that 10 of Cups. That is your divine, ultimate happiness. And it's not coming slow. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it's coming quick. I love that for you. Anytime somebody is mending a broken heart, El Green, how do you mend a broken heart? How do you mend it? And look, this is a man that sang beautiful love songs, sang them songs. But the biggest question that everybody has, and we don't have the answer, how do you mend a broken heart? By any means necessary. Walk, talk, work out, don't overeat, don't overindulge, but do some healthy things. Look, it's hard to do healthy, constructive things when you're sad and when you're grieving and depressed. But when you take whatever energy you have and fight through it, and you get to going, it'll get easier. It'll get a lot easier. A lot of people are creative, very creative. I'm extremely creative, and I hate that. In pain, I use that pain and channel it into something else. Another person, and they could have changed, but I like this about this artist. She's one of my favorite. She takes her pain and she turns it into healing for others and probably even herself. Mary J. Blige. We used to make jokes like, oh, there she goes singing them sad love songs. She's always in pain. And as long as she's in pain, she'll make good music. Nobody wants to be in pain and make good music. But again, it's good that people can relate. This isn't something that is taboo. And we all know that. People go through breakups every day. Every day. It's just how you're going through it, right? Okay, so while running my mouth, I actually popped out 3 cards here. Maybe I should tell you what they are. I'm just so engulfed in talking my butt off. So, Hangman, surrender. Surrender to what's going on right now. Surrender to what we are going through and just know, just trust in God. Trust in God, Sovereign Queen, that look, this is going to happen. You are going to find fairness, reciprocity. Look, there's a scale there. That's alignment, equal. That's positive. 7 of Pentacles, you're going to invest in something, or you're going to put into something. If you haven't already done it, and this is something that maybe you've been working on for a while, or you're going to work on long term, but it's going to be successful. Seven of Pentacles, guys. That is earth energy. You're waiting for results, but it takes perseverance. You know, while you're sitting there waiting on it, reflect on all those good achievements that you had that are bringing you thus far, because this is working out for you, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it for you. That person is going to regret the day. They'll regret the day that either they left you or you walked away from them. But believe you me, they'll regret it. Okay. Just 1 second, you guys. Too many. I only need 1. Okay, there we go. So, this whole situation will cause a tower. Breakups are chaotic. It's going to cause a tower. It has to shake things up. It has to break up the old so that the new can come in. It has to. All right. So we got a tower, which is going to give you some freedom whenever you accept it. You got to accept that freedom. You do. You don't have to be imprisoned in this. And that's easier said than done. I know. Okay. 3 of Cups in reverse. I don't like that. All right. Let me get a little bit more before we get to talking about something that we don't know if it's anything, but we're going to find it out. 3 of Cups in reverse. So this is the second time we had that 3 of Pentacles, right? So it's something about people, but three is the number. Even in the 6 of Pentacles reciprocity, 3, right? So now I know. Now I know why we're doing this reading. Now I actually have a better idea of why we're doing this reading. And I don't know why. It's like the hardest thing in the world to do is come out and tell somebody that they're being cheated on. Okay, that's the worst thing in the world to tell it, and the worst thing is to hear it. And it's like a lot of my readings lately, I'm doing parasitic energy draining, where you've got people around you that you don't know if they're there for your good or for your bad, for your victory or for your demise. And in some of these readings, a few of them, not all, it comes back to infidelity or a third party. Okay, so you heard me say third party, and this 3 of Cups, the way that it was and how I'm seeing it, your breakup has something to do with infidelity. And as I'm feeling it, of course, it's not you, collective. Of course, it's not my beautiful feminine that needs to call back their power. Of course. But it's weird how it came out right after that tower. Well, maybe by you looking at this for a while, that tower, and it just came out. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just go a little bit further and see where we can get. Because that's wild. The 7 of Pentacles, which patience, perseverance, you are waiting. You're waiting on something, right? You're waiting on it. You're watching it. Maybe you were waiting and watching somebody doing something they had no business doing, and it came to a boiling point, and that's what brought us here today. This fell on the floor, and that is the star. That is you. That's you. A star is somebody that's out there shining. Look, everybody, when you see somebody that's shining, that their light is bright, you can't ignore it. You can't. You're captivated. And some people are drawn to people that shine and have that beautiful, powerful light. And look, collective, that's you. You're out there shining. If you're not shining now, please give it time. You're going to be shining soon. Just keep yourself busy. Keep your mind going. You're a creative person. Get creative. You are a culinary person. Get to cooking. You are a person that loves to clean. Get to cleaning. But get your mind occupied. Get your thoughts good. Go get your good. I hope I don't offend anyone with this. And this is going to tell my age, and I don't care. So back in the 90s, my very good friend, my best friend, we've been friends since the 6th grade. And we talk a lot, breakups, our current relationships. We talk crazy about our partners, but we love them to death. But we're that comfortable and honest that we can do it, right? So when we would go through a breakup or something would go wrong in a relationship, Martin Lawrence did this comedy where he was like, women, when they're going through something, they call their girlfriend up and say, yeah, girl, I'm about to put on my fuckum dress. And please excuse my language, but any of you who know what a effum dress is, that means you better go on somewhere, because this is what's happening right now. I'm outside tonight, okay? And I'm looking right. Not only am I outside, you heard it, let me say it again. I'm looking right and I'm looking tight. The fuck I'm dressed. This is for adults. It is not for kids, so I shouldn't feel bad. But I'm kind of new to you guys, and I don't want you to be like, what? But yeah, I said it. And for those of you, if you remember that comedy special with Martin Lawrence in the FM dress, and every time we said that, I always picture this red dress. I love a scarlet red dress. Now come through. So I always picture that like, oh, look, I'm out here and I'm painting that town red with my ruby red lipstick. Come on now, go out and have your little bit of fun. Go get that petty manny, right? You know, get your good girlfriends together, put that dress on, and show everybody what time it is. It's healing time. While you're healing, please stay grounded. You may be too up. You're in your head, so you might not be down to earth. In your head, you might be up in the clouds. You need to stay grounded. I am steady and grounded. This is your angel message. I should have said that. I'm just running my mouth today. But I'm so glad that I got to spend this time with you guys and that this topic right here, this is a good one. Everybody needs advice on breakups and how you get through it and how you come back to being that strong you. Look, if you go back out there and you've not healed and you're not strong, there's going to be a creep that picks up on that vulnerability. And you're going to be back in a cycle, a pattern. Because again, we talked about, it looked like that 3 of Cups in reverse, that there could have been some infidelity. Take your time and heal. Talk to your friends. Go on and work out and start eating right if you're not doing it already. Show yourself some love. Show you love you. When you love you, then other people will love you and learn how to love you. Okay? So again, ground it and also manifest. Set the intention. Put it in your mind what it is that you would like to see you have, where you would like to be, what type of partner when you're ready. What type of partner are we manifesting? What type of happiness are we manifesting? Let's get our minds right and manifest something great, because I know we can do it. Woo! Collective, please hit that like button, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Also share with your friends, family, co-workers. Send me along to others. Also, I did a short, I believe it was last week, and I got some comments and I was grateful for them because I didn't realize how loud the music was, the volume of the music. And I would say about 3 or 4 people commented, which helped me to catch that and take it down. And they were right. It's irritable. If I can't hear what you're talking about, how am I going to click that video? So again, those of you who reached out and, brought that to my attention, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And come back, see me again. Have a blessed day and step into that feminine power. Call it back and stand in your authority. Go get what you need. God's got your back. Thanks for being with me, collective. Have a good day.